years later, now I'm 18. I'm in the first televised lottery, I think. This is where grandchildren, to go, you had to go to war when you were 18 and you were a boy in 1969 in Vietnam, which was really going bad. They called it the S word. If you were in the poop, it was going real bad. And they needed every 18-year-old boy and up who could not vote at that time. By the way, I should probably point out to future generations. And so we sat there, 10 of us from my senior class, summer, after your graduation. And we watch. And these ping pong balls have a date on them for 18-year-olds' birthdays. And the first 110, you go on 8,000 miles through a jungle to shoot at people and be shot. It was a civil war, something. Could have been the oil in the Gulf of Tonkin. I was 18. It was not in my script. And of the 10 of us in that room, all 10 came in under the number 50. And they were my buds, and they were children of attorneys, very well-to-do people and professionals. And I think to a man, and I don't want this to sound self-aggrandizing because, I could have maintained a deferment as well, but at the time you had to carry 15 hours, you had to get at least a C in all your courses every semester to not go to Vietnam with the student deferment. My buddies either got that or the foot thing or actual psychiatric. But to serve one's country, and actually this would, for me, come from the film Exodus and kibbutzes, and that sense of community and tribal and pioneers, and Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett and Boonesboro, and watching Daniel Boone, what a man, what a doer, what a dream come true, that you serve, your community. Everybody should do that. So I went to them and I said, and also Sergeant York. And I said, I got to be a conscientious objector. I just don't want to kill. I would like to serve, but I can't kill. And so they said, all righty, you're an operating room orderly. So now in terms of death, this is where I came face to face with it on virtually a daily basis with amputated limbs. An orderly's job in the OR. You pick up the patient, you bring them up. Male, you have to shave them for the area they're being operated on. Get them ready. They're going to sleep. You get them in the room. You've already sterilized the room. The nurses are working it. And if they have an amputated limb, you get that, scrub up again with your gloves. You take that limb and you put it in a big old Ziploc baggie. And you take it where it's supposed to go. And guy doesn't make it. You got to clean up the room, and this is mopping up blood and bags full of medical waste and needles and scalpels and and you got to wipe that person down. In this case, oddly enough, male or female, because I guess they were dead. And in fact, they were, so it was your job to wrap them up. There are different positions that you place human bodies in. Hands crossed across the chest is, I forget which religion, I believe Catholic. Wrap them, take them on a gurney, take them to the freight elevator, special elevator, operating room floor, top floor, morgue, bottom floor. And the best way I can describe what this was like for an 18-year-old was on an open heart surgery. The heart-lung machine was new, and they were using it at Peterbilt Brigham, I believe, was a hospital in Boston, where I was working at this time. And for open heart surgery, you got to shave so the heart surgeon can make a arterial graft from any major artery. So it's all over the body. And this particular guy, so you got to go down the night before. And you go to the room, and this is an Italian guy. It's Boston. And there's 3 generations of family squeezed into this little room. And I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Marzano, I'm from surgery. I need to shave you for your operation. I think the doctor told you. And he's like, yeah, come on in. Everybody's, yeah, come in. I said, yeah, you might want to ask your family to leave. And in this man's eyes, he said, oh, no. At this time, the best of odds was 50-50 in open heart surgery in 1971. My family stays. Yes, sir. And I began to shave. He's Italian. So it was like shaving a shag carpet, basically. Okay? And yes, I hacked a few moles because how are you going to see them? Yeah, but meanwhile, I'm meeting 3 generations of an Italian family. They're wonderful, but they're hitting me with questions. When does he go under? What time how long does he get? And I'm like, I'm just the orderly. I clean up. But based on when they start and stop, when I have to have it sterilized and when it's over, it's 8 hours at least, Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 12. And I do my best, but I'm saying, you got to ask the doctor or the nurse. The nurse is outside at the desk, really, or who you need to talk to. And I'm shaving Tony. Marzano was not his name. But next morning, I pick him up. He's already had some Valium. The whole family's, there's more family. There's 5 generations of Marzanos now. Danny, don't take him. I mean, it's, you had to be there. And you take him through the door. And there's an Italian family saying goodbye to their son, their brother, their uncle. Hey, tomorrow morning,